My name is İlhan Tulçman, and I'm the General Director of Doğtaş. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to Turkey. For a long time, we couldn't be together due to COVID, and now all of us are vaccinated. We have the opportunity to be here together, and I hope that from now on we'll be able to mutually visit each other and to be together. This is a very special, very unique place. Is the place where Doğtaş brand has been born, and almost 20 years ago our brand Doğtaş has been born in here. Now we are a national brand, and in the meantime we are doing the international sales. We are an international brand, and we as an employer are very proud of our performance. As Doğtaş, from the new years now, we have a 5 years projection, and within the 5 years, the sale point that we want to reach, everything that we need, the raw material, the equipment, we have the investments in place, we have the products, we have the warehouses. In İnegöl, we have 10,000 and 20,000 meters squares warehouses. And we have another facilities in Izmir, Ankara, and Kayseri. We are going to increase the capacity. So how are those relevant for you? We'll be using the warehouses on our internal market, and we'll be using all of this for our export activities. So we are aiming to increase our performance, our production performance. We have Mr. Ufuk in here. Mr. Ufuk is going to guide you. And I expect that from the next February, our production capacity will be duplicated, and everything will be out to the warehouses, and we'll be able to have more stocks, and we'll be able to supply you more quicker and to provide you services in a quicker way. Our target is to become a furniture leader in Turkey, and we have the aim of end of 2025. We believe in this target, and here we believe that we'll be successful. We are sure that we'll be successful, and I demand you to make your own projections for the next 5 years. I am pretty much sure that you will be successful. We wanted to have this gathering here in Biga for different reasons, and I want to shortly explain you this. Here we have a very large area. We can exhibit all the products in here all together, and the layout of the products, you can see the entire layout of the products in here. And we have all the new product lines in here that will be launched within the next 3 months. We have empty areas for the chairs, for the small chairs, and you'll be able to see how we can create a friendly environment for the customers in a store. We have an exclusive floor logic in here. We have the kitchen and table and accessories department. And we have different concepts in here. Also, we have our preparations related to the Lova concept. Also, we'll be introducing the Lova concept today to you. And within the store, for us, the energy and the synergy is very important, and you'll be able to see today how we are treating our staff, how we are approaching the customers, and how we are creating a friendly environment for the customers in this store. This is a pilot. We have products related to products. We have the concept of a talkative store. It is a totally an interactive concept. In our facilities, we have panel coverings and Lova text, and also we have new investment plans, and we'll be explaining those plans to you. And here in Biga, at the sea coast, after the program, we are inviting you to the dinner, to have a fish dinner. But What we aim in here is to provide you trust, to show you how powerful, how trustful is our brand. Valuable guests, today is the third day of our meeting, and during the first and the second day, we had meetings with our affiliates in the country, and we divided all of this organization in three groups. And today you will be our guests. We have staff in here who will be facilitating all of your needs. If you need to ask something, if you need guidance, you can apply to them. Thank you very much for your patience and for listening to me.
Mr. Chairman expressed the vision that we have, and as the technical personnel of Doğtaş, we underlie this vision. And in the recent period, we had an important test, and we are still moving on with that. Pandemic has brought important changes in the supply chain and production line, and we all saw that production power is very important for the brands, and it came to the fore. It's not just for the brands, but for the countries, production power is very important, and we realized that. And, Doğtaş has an established discipline of manufacture, and we have accomplished a lot until today in Turkey, and in the coming period, we are going to follow and actualize the vision of Doğtaş. What are these? I'm going to expand on them in the field as well, but in all the departments of production, we have new investment, we have capacity increase, and we have changes in the flow of work. It's about efficiency, cost efficiency, and serial production. We are working on these issues, and pandemic taught us one more thing. It is also relevant to our personal lives, a digital world, following the work processes online, and creation of data. As Doğtaş, we started moving towards Industry 4.0 with our automation and investment in modern machinery. We are on the way to become a world brand. I'm going to talk about what we have done in the management of our facilities and what we're going to do. And I'm going to show you with a video, but just keep in mind that it's not just about manufacture, it's not about production. To be a world brand with our CRM policies, customer services, and quality of the production, we have to support what we are doing. And for the years, Doğtaş is being audited by many accredited companies, and we will have ISO 9001 quality certification in the facility that we're going to visit, 45,001 occupational health and safety certification, 14,001 environmental management certification, 10,002 customer satisfaction management system, 7,001 energy management, 21,001 information security management system, COVID-19 security and safety manufacture, TSE, efficiency and adequacy and forestry care certification. We all have these things, and these documents are being audited by the companies. So if you will, now let's look into what we have done so far and what we are going to do in the near future, and then in the field, we're going to see them in practice. Once again, welcome all. Let's see the video. it's factory management, uh, open areas, environmental regulations, creating asphalt, and we have 36,000 meters square additional construction for raw material production. For our raw material warehouse and logistics warehouse, all the pallet systems have been changed, and the new layout and process works and material collection speed have been increased, and at the same time our capacity of warehouse provides 40% efficiency. Automatic packaging, layout machinery, with our investment on that, we produce our own spring systems, and with automatic transferred spring layout machinery investment, our processes increased its velocity, its speed they doubled their speed. And with our investment in ornament machinery, we have all the patterns and the writings on the beds using the most sophisticated machinery in our border lines. We create more pattern, and in this regard we are the strongest brand in the market. With the Capitone machinery, a multiple needle Capitone machinery, we have invested in that, and with our increased production capacity, we have support lines, and Lova now is stronger in production. In the production preparation processes, we have made improvements, and with our Capitone machinery being put in line of manufacture, we have fully automated paper cut machinery. We have finished our investment and installation of that. Doğtaş is basically stronger with its investment. With quality control, we have additional machinery put into work. With customer operations center, we have completed our building for customers operation. Continuing investments. Our assembly line for mattress production, well, we are renewing this assembly line, and we have completed our work on the automation, and we're going to have the full installation of the assembly line very soon. And in the panel group, we are increasing our capacity to its double with new investments. We have new projects for new investments, and we have made contracts for the new machinery. Angular cut machinery and double side soft banding machinery. four sides bending line, and the next generation multiple puncture line, CNC fully automated puncture line. And in all the lines, we have robotized loading and unloading units and new packaging line. We have invested in new packaging lines, and we are going towards Industry 4.0. With 152 meter square design center, we are working in full. And we have social facilities, again, 1,858 meters square, including the accommodation and cafeteria. $7,200 square additional logistical warehouse is going to be completed by the end of the year. $4,000 square sponge facility is going to be completed by the end of the year. With our brands and investments, we rely on them, we trust in ourselves, and we believe that we are going to reach our targets together. Distinguished audience, you saw what we have been doing in the video, and we'd like to show you, exhibit you in the field what we are actually doing. So I'd like to invite you to the field trip. Thank you.
So our factory is established on 250,000 square meters. This is the total area. And alongside our most recent investment, we reach up to 2,185 meters square. Right now, we have the facility of production of the chairs. After that, you will be able to see the facility of production of the beds. And also we have the technical warehouse or the technical depot, which is serving for those areas. And after that, we'll have the supply, the sanding and the logistical warehouses. You'll be able to see that place, that facility too. Under the changing competition conditions and environment, our brand, Doğtaş, have some predetermined points, some target points. And we have this design line, which is continued by us for long years, alongside with the support of our technical staff and teams. And we are trying to reflect this into your lives and into the working field. On my right, in this area, in this facility, in the following days, you'll be able to see the Center of Innovation and Research. The construction is starting. We have here an R&D center for research of materials, and we are trying to establish a connection to our customers. We are trying to make sure that our products always reach to our customers in a healthy way with all the quality tests already performed. Since the very first beginning of its establishment, our brand, Doğtaş, believes in the energy and the synergy within its own corporation. And we pay a very major importance, a focus on the happy employer and the employee satisfaction. This is our utmost policy, our most important policy. We want to have employee satisfaction, happy employers, and trustworthy production. On the right side, we'll have a new leisure area, a new social area, and a new dining hall, a lunch hall. The construction will start next week, and we hope that we'll be able to complete the construction during next years. Now let's see our production facility. As I already mentioned to you, you'll be able to see our carpeting, our covering units. But first of all, there is something that I need to tell you. All of our working station of our company have pre-scheduled. We have working orders which are planned by our operators with the routines. The times are predefined. The technical designs, the technical drawings are always very easily accessible. This is the way in which we are performing entire manufacturing cycle in here. With this, we have a 3 levels quality control policy, and after a bit I'm going to show you that area of the quality performance quality control. We have the entrance and the quality control area in here, and after that we have process and quality controls with the predefined criteria. And after our final checks are performed, our products from the production areas are sent to our logistical area, and after the logistical areas they are ready to be supplied and to reach to you. Okay, let's visit together and to see what we have inside. Here you can see the skeleton, you can see the arms, the parts in which we are, and the mounting, the installations of our armchairs. And according to the work plans of this area, we increase our performance, our working capacity, and we try to minimize our time losses. In this area, the capacity, our working capacity has been increased. And here on the left side, you can see our CNC machine, and this is one of the most important, our most developed equipment, our most technological, last technology product machine. It has no limitation. We can cut every pattern. We have pre-designed plans, pre-designed templates. We can complete everything in here. We can cut almost every kind of pattern of template. And we have an automatic loading and unloading cycle in here. And we can compress very thin layers. This is how we are performing our operations. Together with this kind of investments and these developments, we are starting to increase our capacity in our armchair group, and we duplicate the production capacity. We have here an additional facility, and this facility can't feed all of our warehouses. This facility, now I will show you our warehouse where we are storing our materials and our textiles. All the logistical areas which are supplying to our production areas are divided in order to meet the requirements of our workload. This is our textile warehouse. All the products that we have received their quality controls. After their quality controls are performed, they are stored in here in a wealthy and healthy way. And in order to be able to provide the manufacturing, the production requirements, we are storing them in here. Here you can see our quality department and what we are doing in this section. And we are performing the checks one of our materials. Everything is opened. We perform a visual inspection of everything, and every kind of errors which are encountered here are determined in here, and we don't allow those kinds of errors to pass into the next process steps. Every day we are controlling almost 2,500 pieces, and on those machines we have rolls for visual control of almost 150,000 meters, and we are trying to make sure that our material is defect free, and our quality control is not consisting only from visual control, but we have different steps. We I can't allow each of you to go inside, but you can watch from the glass. You can see the processes. I'm gonna try to explain you the processes. We have here machines. All of our testing equipments are accredited. Their calibrations are performed accordingly.
Device and whatever the standards, we check the devices and the material with our own device, and this is the device that we use for the strain test, and this is the wear test device, and after how much use would the cloth wear out. So before starting a new type of cloth, we test it. In the same way, friction and the discoloration created by friction is also tested by a device. And with this, we also test the effect of light on the cloth. So we have the light test with this machine in the corner. We also have the water anti-slid test here, anti-slide test. And then after doing all the tests, we see the results under the daylight with this device here. So when we are purchasing the material from the companies, other than the certificates they provide, we test those material and we make the quality control as well. And we are very selective in obtaining the material. And we have a panel group. And in the panel group, about the side band, we have a ITER test device here. Before coming to our countries, the heat and the transfer, for example, including them, we test the appropriate temperatures for your countries here, and we use the appropriate adhesive in our products and send them to you. And in this part, our chairs are tested based on the usage type. We have the test device here. In the R&D center and the innovation center that I mentioned, design and innovation center, we're going to have 8 different test machines for physical tests. And here, each chair is tested with certain force and in certain times. We follow their deformation, and if there is any deficiency, we resolve the issue and we take them into manufacture line. Another work center that we have is the cloth cutting center and the confectionery workshop. What do we do here? Here, in line with the demands that we receive from you, we get the cloth into production site, and with the optimization programs, we prepare their cut patterns, and with the machinery, we do their cuts, and then we do the sewing here, and afterwards we do the furnishing. This site has been recently created, and in different locations, we might have a waste of time out of different workflows. And with this one, we correct them and we make our processes much more efficient. So this is what I'm inviting you to now. Right behind me, you see one of our recent investments, and then now we can produce the upholstered fabric, upholstered clothes, which our rivals have been doing already. Now we can compete with them. That is why with our bed heads and bed bases and in our armchairs, you're going to see a lot more patterns and you're going to serve your customers with them. And this is what I'm inviting you to now. So all of these machines are CNC controlled, and then we pass the previously prepared programs on to these machinery, and this is how they work. On my left now, you see the outfitting workshop. Let's say the cloth has come, its quality control has been made. After it was cut, the sewing starts here in this part. So with recent investments, we increased the capacity of this part as well. Distinguished guests, now very soon we're going to see the parts where the sewed cloth is going to be put together with the skeleton of our products. In this part, we have made recent investments again, and with the automation systems that we have and the data collection systems, we basically transitioned from the classic methods
into modern production. So right behind me, you see the sponges, and then sponges are processed here, and then with the pre-prepared business model, their production is being made here. And then very soon we're going to see the metal skeleton production line, and then we are going to see the lava mattress factory, which basically excites us with the acceleration of growth that it exhibited out of our recent investment and the developments in the market. So lava is basically the field where we made our strongest investments. And then its capacity has been increased, machines have been increased in number, and we have more skilled CNC machinery. And now you're going to see the assembly line, the manufacture line, where we use these machinery. And one of our recent investments is the automatic loading and unloading machine that can do multiple patterned quilted upholstered cloth. And then this is basically our recent machine. We put it into production in the first quarter of 2021. Previously, we used to do our upholstered clothing processes with one machine. Now we have two of them. So in this part, we have two new machines. It's been just 1 month since we put them into work, and they are very skilled in their works. So Doğtaş basically exhibited how strong it is with these recent investments. And with this investment, you can locate the pattern or the name you want, or the ornament that you want wherever you want on the mattress. So this is a very important distinction for us. And right behind me is the investment plans of the mattress production that you had seen in the video previously. So with the new assembly line, production lines that we are going to make, all our lines and the bed skeletons are going to be put together with the cloth in a much faster way. And with recent investments, for which we had made our contracts, by the way, we are going to present them, I hope, in your next visit to our factory. And this part is spring production center that makes the skeleton of the bed. And right behind me, you have the spring machine and all the springs that we use in lava beds, lava mattresses. And we can do it in mass numbers. So this is an important tower for our line of work. You basically feed the machine with a wire and you have a spring at the end of the process. We use different thickness of wire, we use different diameter of wire, and we can make them into different height, and we use them in our mattresses. This machine at the same time is the new R&D of Doğtaş. It is used in a hybrid system. So in this regard, we are paving the way for the sector. We are pioneering the sector. So we have the classic spring production in this part. On my left, this machine creates the spring, and we have the addition of them on the right side. We are removing all of them because we have a new investment on this side. So it enters the machine and it comes out as a ready-made carcass. Very soon we're going to have another machine, the same machine. So we're going to have investments in this. In this part we have the shear test, strain test with previously arranged power. The springs that we use in our mattresses, they are put into pulling tests, and then this is how we prevent possible deformation.
Our production capacities are increasing. Our volumes are increasing too. And aside our internal market, we have very powerful, very competent external market sales decisions, and also we have very powerful affiliates. And the management of the production, our post-op operations, our purchasing, our the scheduling, the planning, everything is a very critical part of our process. Our human resources, our logistical legs, our logistical divisions, our maintenance and repair divisions, the quality control and quality management department. All of those departments are working together as a whole, and everything is managed with SAP program software in our company. It's a global MIT software which is globally acknowledged and known. And this is how we manage and how we are administrating our houses, operations, and processes. And in this way, we manage to be a company, a multi-global company, which is speaking the same language with the entire world, and we are on the same front with everyone. In this rear part, we have the technical amber, technical depot. Here we have the palleting and the shelves, and we are managing in total 5,000 different types of raw materials. And in line with our predefined production requirements, we are managing to do our manufacturing processes. Now you will be able to see the area where we are storing our final and finished products. This is our finished product warehouse. This area has 20,000 square meters, is a closed area for finished products. In total, we have 4,000 different cells, divisions, in which we are able to store our products. All of those are addressed, are referred to specific addresses, and they are controlled by our stocking products. All of those products are stocked and controlled in line with our software. And how we are performing our operations, I'm going to show you 18 forklifts, 18 transpallets, and 70 trucks which are serving only on the internal market here in Turkey. And together with those, we are serving our clients. And we have our contractor companies, partner companies. And this year, Doğtaş managed to open a new warehouse in a different sector. And we try to make our operations more performant. It is in a different city, at a different location. We have 2,000 chairs in this area and 6,000 armchairs, 2,000 mattress bases, 5,000 mattresses, and in total we have an area of 125,000 meters squares. And you saw the new storage areas. They are on the right side. This is the new storage area of 6,000 meters squares. This is a new logistical warehouse. This represents our most recent investment. In this area, you can see our beds, our mattresses. This is where we are storing them. And in a while, you are going to see our supply area. We are loading the products from 8 different doors, and we are working with loading programs. Everything is automatic, and with the cam record of all the loading operations, we are keeping the archives, and if there are any unconformities, those unconformities or non-compliances are determined through investigation of the video cameras. So this is our loading area. As I told you, this is a container that is prepared, that is loaded for Macedonia. You can see on the right side, okay? We have a loading capacity of 400 trucks per month in this area. This year, especially, we had very important developments, especially on post-sale, after sale. In our company, we are not only interested in after sales operation, but in the same time we have divisions where we are doing our production and manufacturing activities, and those new production centers are independent from the main operation centers. Here we have CRR communication centers. In short, Doğtaş has predefined a strategy, has marketing targets, has growing policies, and in parallel with all of those targets and policies is rapidly fulfilling its understructure, and with the trust in you, in our customers and clients, we are trying to become one of the top and leader brands on the global arena. This is not all about our investments. There is more. Our company is not finished yet. Our factories are not finished yet. And we have another factory in which we are manufacturing panels. And we have a factory here, you can see it, where we are producing our modular furnitures. We have investment plans which we made clear in here, and we'll have completely modernized products in here in the first quarter of the next year. But this means that we need to use the time very wisely, and in order to not make you walk around more today. This is pretty much all about our factory walk visit today. And in the next period, we'll be talking with you about the mattresses, the bases, and about the panel production lines. And we'll have new technologies and also new systems, of course. We'll be updating of our systems. I'll be very proud to be able to show you our new and fully modernized facilities. I know that many of you came here from very long distances, and I'm very thankful for this effort. And I want you to feel very, very calm in here and very relaxed, thinking as you are in your own stores with your own clients. So this is our factory. Those are our stores, and you are our clients. And I'm really very thankful to all of you for your visit and for you being in here today.